I'm going to say something that's going to be a little bit shocking to everybody. Somebody the other day sent me a video. It was of the Phil Donahue. It was a TV talk show. And on the panel, they had pro wrestlers, big name guys, some unknown guys, and they had Vince McMahon. And they were all pretty much trashing the WWF, Vince McMahon, for making all kinds of illicit allegations. Several times, they brought up Pat Patterson. And they had made mention that Pat would make, I don't know, advancements and this and that, whatever, to some of the boys because he's an alleged homosexual. And frankly, there was a guy I knew. I actually worked with him a few times, Tom Brandy. And I looked for the video, but it was taken off the internet. It was taken down from YouTube. But actually, Tom Brandy said that when he worked for the WWF, Pat came on to him. Big James Harris, he has a song parody out called Push It, Pull It. Matter of fact, I'll post that in more information, where he sings about Pat Patterson. Folks, these are the real bitter, upset people for whatever reason, because they didn't make the millions, they didn't get the push that they thought, and so right away what they go doing is they go blaming everything on Pat Patterson, or they go blaming everything on Vince McMahon. This is what happened. When I was with the WWE, several times I was in a room alone with Pat Patterson discussing certain things, whether or not it was the drug test, whether or not it was talking about the Damien Demento name, and not once did he ever come on to me. That's why I don't even know if Pat's a homosexual, because if he was a homosexual, why wouldn't he come on to me? Throughout my life, I've dated gorgeous women. My ex-wife was a model. I mean, I can't walk around Manhattan without having the whole friggin' community come out catcalling me. Everybody finds me very, very attractive. Yes, beard and all. And Pat's a homosexual, and he was able to control himself around me. Like I said, Pat conducted himself like a professional, and that's why I don't even think he's gay. Because if he was gay, he wouldn't have been able to control himself in my presence. About a year ago, a buddy of mine who's actually involved in the adult entertainment business contacted me. And because of the publicity I was able to garner on the internet, and being that I was in the first main event with Undertaker, he just put it out there because he knows somebody who's a producer and wanted to know if I'd be interested in getting involved with a project, and I quickly turned it down. But as some of you folks know, I've done some acting, I've done some writing. I actually wrote 3 motion picture screenplays, and I started thinking that I wonder, if I was able to do something that's not just an adult film, it's not just a dirty movie, but it's actually something kind of, it would be like an independent film, but that's something that's kind of artsy, and yeah, there would be sex, there's sex involved in it. One of my favorite movies, and this is how I'm able to justify this, one of my favorite movies is the movie 300, with the, Spartans and Leonidas. And there's the sex scene between Leonidas and his wife, which was done very tastefully. And there's nudity in it, but I mean, no one thinks of that as an X-rated movie. And as a matter of fact, I put the link of it in the info. And also, there's been some horror movies, or violent movies that have been given either rated X or NR-17 ratings because of what they suggest or because of content. So I actually wrote a motion picture screenplay that I have somebody interested in producing. The thing is, I have to get 2 female wrestlers involved. And I don't want to go into disclosing too much of what the screenplay's about because someone will steal the idea. But it has to do with, actually the girls are Siamese twins, and there's a particular dynamic between the girls and myself that kind of makes it interesting. So it's kind of like a dark horror, movie. It's part comedy, and it would be, there's a, suggestive sexual content, if you want to call it that. If it's going to be explicit, that's going to be left up to professionals. So I'm just putting this out there. So in case, hey, somebody may want to contact me, somebody may be interested. I'm quite certain there's going to be a lot of people interested. There's a little caveat though. I know there's been other pro wrestlers, female wrestlers who have done stuff, videos. I'm not interested in that. All right, this is actually going to be done well. This is something that I'm going to direct. This is going to be something based on a screenplay I wrote. So if there's anybody who's seriously interested, you contact me. Oh yeah, one more thing. This Friday night, I'm going to be on the Extreme Society show. and I'm going to be a guest. So if you want to call in, I'll be on there live. You could actually call in and ask me a question. So, but the thing is, no prank calls, all right? You stupid, immature jerks out there. No prank calls. If you have a serious question you want to ask me, and you'll get a serious answer. You'll get a serious response. Look at the neck. Look at the neck. The beard. Yeah, you bet I should be in porn. Look at me, I'm a god. Look at